Why did I choose to start from ISIS? So a while ago, I was feeling quite lost, and I didn't have any idea where to take any more energy and where to find any more energy, not even from inside of me. I couldn't find any source or anything that I could get nourishment from. So everybody was telling me, well, you have to revert, you have to look or turn toward God, and you have to look toward the higher self, the divine. But there was always something that wasn't quite working in my mind, and I wasn't feeling. Actually, every time I was turning toward God, my energy was turning red. And I couldn't really understand why, because I do believe in God, I do believe in the divine. I do not believe in God in a specific religious way, but I do believe in God as a force of the universe. Until one day I was studying the goddesses, I was writing the book that I was talking about before, about the 11 moon centers, and I realized that what I was missing, even though it's deep within me, I always worked with the goddess since I was born. I wasn't really realizing, and I wasn't harvesting, I wasn't using the energy of the Shakti, the energy of the Divine Mother correctly. And I wasn't really connecting or relying on the energy of the goddess as I was supposed to rely on. So I started to investigate, and one day, literally, I woke up from my bed and I said, that's it. Dear Goddess, I am your servant. I rely on you for everything I need, and I am here to receive your blessing so that I can share your blessing. I can be the source to share your blessing with the world. Whatever you want me to do, I will do it, and I will follow your guidance, your support, and your inspiration from now on, every single moment of my life. And I remember it was the weirdest place where the energy started to really reflow within me. I was on a bus here in Turin, and I really felt this blessing coming and this prayer becoming stronger and stronger. So that I understood that my path is the path of the goddess, is the path of serving humanity, of serving whoever is there to receive some blessing through the goddess. I'm there to be like the interface of the vehicle to connect each other to each other. Because the Shakti is a connecting force, is a supportive force. It's incredibly manifesting. It gives us this power to manifest right here, right now. And this is very important to me to understand, because I've always been able to manifest, like I think of something and this is something manifests into my hands in a matter of a second, maybe 10 if I think about it a little bit longer, but in a matter of 1 second I have what I have in mind. I manifest. And so I started to understand what was preventing me to manifest as I was able to. And what is preventing me and many other people to manifest is judgment, worries of other people's thoughts, what they think about you, criticism and fear to be who you are, whatever, wherever, whoever you are. This because in the moment you think of something that you want and you don't get it right there, it's because in the moment you think, I would like a glass of water, you start to think, maybe I'm not worthy of that glass of water. Maybe my uncle is going to judge me because I want a glass of water. Maybe I'm not ready enough to have a glass of water. maybe I'm not capable to hold a glass of water. So we started to think of these things that prevent the glass of water to actually come to us and manifest into our hands. And there is nothing else than worries and judgment that is blocking our power of manifestation. And Isis is one of the goddesses that tell us, don't judge, just be in the present, reach deep down within yourself and find that energy that is hidden, and you have it to manifest exactly what you want at the moment when you want it. And this is very important because I always had some issues when people told me, you just have to ask the universe to manifest at the moment when it's right and you are ready. And I said, well, it's right now and I'm ready now. So the universe is responding actually to our fears and not to what we really want. So it is answering to what we want, but it gets blocked by our fears. So Isis is the really, really deep essence, is the feminine power, which is within each and every one of us, whoever you are and whatever gender you identify yourself. Isis is that feminine empowerment energy that really accesses your inner power, your inner energy, enlightens your mind so that your mind can be clear from fear, clear from doubts, clear from anything that is blocking you from really say, I want a glass of water, here it is. So that's why I want to start from Isis, because if we take a month and a half to go to Isis, we have to wait a month and a half to understand how we can access and harvest that energy. And I don't know how you are. I know that Siriseva, who is connected with us, she's very powerful in manifesting in this way. She's really deeply connected to the Isis. But there are other people instead that don't have that confidence to be in touch with this powerful goddess. Before I continue and I talk a little bit more about Isis, I want to start with a meditation for grounding our energy. And then I want to do a yoga class to connect to our womb or pelvic area. So the part of our body that is the lower part is connected to our sexual energy, which is the most powerful energy that we have within our body, and it has the power to create anything if we use it correctly and properly. So we're going to start with a grounding meditation, a short meditation, a short yoga class to soften and clear the pelvic, the sexual area, so first, second, and third chakra, and allows the heart to open up. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit more about Isis, and then we're gonna do a very beautiful alchemical meditation that really opens up the path to the alchemical union of your of the creative part of ourselves, which uses the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine energy to manifest what we want into reality. Okay? Okay. For this part, you can stay on your chair if you feel, and just put your hands relaxed on your lap. If you're sitting on a chair, Just make sure that your feet are completely on the floor, from toes to heel, completely on the floor. And your legs are relaxed, like open, more or less like your hips. And your hands, if you're sitting on the chair, you can still put your hands on your lap. And you can put right hand over your left if you are a woman or you identify with a woman gender, or left over right if you're a man or identify with the male energy, male gender. And I just want you to relax for a moment and you take a deep breath in. And exhale deeply. Inhale again very, very deeply through the nose. And exhale deeply. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Maintain your posture. Make sure your spine is straight but not rigid. Relax your shoulders. Relax your legs, relax your hands, and try to relax your face. And start to breathe long and deep by breathing through the belly area. So inhale, bring the air all the way down and expand your stomach when you inhale. And when you exhale, you bring the stomach in, almost squeezing in your navel toward the spine. And again, inhale deeply, expand your stomach. And exhale, bring the stomach in. And keep going this cycle of breath, and we could do it for a few moments. This alone helps to center and to connect to the base of our body. Inhale, expand your belly, and exhale. Relax your belly in. Inhale. And exhale. As you breathe in this way, please bring your attention. If you are a man, bring your attention to your perineum, between your anus and your genital organ. If you are a woman, you bring your attention to your sex organ. This doesn't go with the gender identification, it goes with the gender physical identity. So if you're a man, you connect to the perineum. If you're a woman, to the sex organ. And you start to breathe long and deep. Now, from your perineum, if you are a man, and from your sex organ, if you're a woman, send down cord of light down into the earth, into the center of the earth, and ask to Mother Earth to anchor yourself to the Mother. Ask permission to Mother Earth to anchor yourself and receive support, protection, guidance during this practice. If permission is granted, you will feel very stable almost right away, and Mother Earth will always grant permission. Keep going, breathing long and deep. And just to make even a stronger work and a stronger presence, start to send different type of color down from your anchor in you, from your roots into Mother Earth through this cord that you have created. Send different color. You can choose them. Don't let me guide you. You can choose violet and you shoot down this violet color along the root. To see the flow of violet, for example, going down, even up and down. It goes from you to the earth, from the earth to you, back and forth, clearing, balancing and harmonizing this cord that connects you to the earth. And when you feel, you can change color. And just pick the color that is coming first to your mind. So if it's green, you go with the green. If it's yellow, you go with yellow. The first color that comes, you use it to clear the cord, to clear the connection. Make sure that you are coordinated this movement with your breath. As you inhale, you bring the color down to the earth. As you exhale, the colors comes back up to you, and so on. Prana is very intelligent. It's a form of energy, highly intelligent. So whatever color appears has a very specific frequency and a very specific healing property. So just allow the color to come through you. And to do their job. Now pick a color, the first that comes to your mind, and take a deep breath in, send it down to Mother Earth, and as you exhale, you bring it back up into your first chakra. Inhale, send down the color. Exhale, bring it back up into your first chakra. One more time down. And then back up to your first chakra. And now from your first chakra, send a beam of light of that same color all the way up through the central channel toward the top of your head, and then out above your head toward the central sun. So that you establish a connection with the central sun, with the Divine Father. Now take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, thank the Goddess, the Mother Earth, and retrieve the roots back in to your first chakra. But let's keep the anchor to the Father, to the Divine Father, active. We're going to close that letter. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And let's move a little bit your head, side to side. Put your hands on your knees, move your spine. And then if you're sitting on the floor, just stretch your legs for a moment and massage your knees. And with this consciousness of awareness of being present, let's start with a simple class. Just a few minutes, because the meditation we're gonna do is way more important than the class, but we needed to prepare the body for what we're gonna do after. So take a deep breath in and put your hands on your knees here. And as you inhale deeply and you expand your heart, relax your shoulders, and exhale, please roll your spine down in what we call camel ride in Kundalini Yoga. Just roll your spine, relax, and then inhale, stretch your spine up. Open your heart and pull your navel in. And do this movement, since we're working on the hip area, on the womb area. Then you roll and you really feel your hips rolling forward when you cool your spine down. It's like you are enclosing your belly. And then inhale, using the navel power, the navel engaged. Then you roll up straight. And you feel that your heart can open up because your navel is very strong. And then exhale, roll again, down. And inhale. And exhale. You can allow your hands to move in the way that you need is more natural for you. Inhale straight. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Allow your hands to become like something to steer the energy around. You bring in, bring your hands toward your belly. Inhale, expand your arms and you bring back. Now stretch up. Bring your hands to the side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Then inhale to the center. Twist to your right side and start to bend over to your right knee. Then inhale, come back up straight. Twist to the other side and bend over to your left knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And come back to the center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch spine straight. Exhale, roll your spine down as we did before for the common ride. But this time we start nice circles. And it seems like our heart is leading, but we're giving a super deep massage to our hips and belly area. Inhale forward. And exhale back. I like to move my hands because my hands help the energy to clear and to unlock. And since we're working on the womb, we can always direct our hands from the womb out or from the outside into the womb. Next time you're in the front, you change direction. And inhale, come back to the center. Take a deep breath in. Bring your knees together. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Bend your knees and come sitting on your heels. From here, now we have moved a little bit of the energy and we have cleared the path. Now let's really go deeper into the womb area and try to help with stretching, try to help your body to release deeper and more profound tension. So you open your knees apart as much as you can, then with your hands walk forward and you go into what we call good pranayama. And put your forehead on the floor. Put your hands in prayer mudra. Prayer mudra is this one, all extended in front of you. And relax. Your posture. Just breathe long and deep. And if you feel you can open your knees even wider, this will give you a little bit more stretching. Hold this posture as you breathe long and deep. And even if you don't hear my voice, you can really just abandon yourself. Breathe long and deep, as I said before, like bringing your breath down deep into your belly. So in this way, not just your belly expand, but also your lower spine. And when you exhale, you contract your navel in toward your spine, so you completely massage not just your belly area, but also your lower spine. We are also stimulating the pineal gland in this posture, which we needed for the next phase of the class. Take a deep breath in. Gently bring your hands next to your shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, you roll your spine back up straight. Take a deep breath in and come back slowly with your legs straight in front of you. Take a moment. Move your feet. And take a deep breath in. And bring back your legs into Easy pose. Take a deep breath in. Now, bring your hands move the energy slightly up and down with your hands. Now, bring your hands up. Bring your hands in toward your shoulders and toward your heart, and then up, and then down into your heart again. Flip your hands out and bring them on your knees. Then again, in and up, and then down to your knees. In, up, down to your knees. Now with the spine as a side. Up, straight. And then when you bring down and you touch your heart, you curve your spine into, just curve your spine on itself. And then as you bring your hands down to your knees, you stretch your spine again. Now bring your hands in toward your heart, curve your spine on itself again. And then up. And then exhale. Bring your hands down into your heart and down into your knees as you stretch. And then again, in and up and in and up. Now with the breath, exhale as you bring the hands in and up. Inhale. Exhale as you curve your spine. Inhale as you stretch your spine. Breath is very important here. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stretch. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Hands by your side. Inhale deeply. Walk with your right hand far. Then bend your elbows and reach the floor and extend the other arm to your side. Breathe long and deep. Hold for a moment of posture. Open the entire side and try to push down your left knee so there is a little bit more stretch. We forget that this area is part of the womb as well. And then inhale, use your navel, bring your back up and go to the other side. Inhale, back up come back up straight and take a deep breath in. Bring your hands on your pelvic area, around your third and second chakra. And take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale. One more exercise to really free this energy. Ideasm is a very, very powerful energy, and the body needs to be ready to receive it. Extend your right leg out as you keep your left leg in. Twist to your left side, to your right side, and stretch up your arms just to make sure that your spine is straight. Inhale and exhale, bow forward to your right leg and hold your foot if you can, or you can hold any other part of your legs. And when you have found a comfortable area to hold with your hands, then you relax your torso down, your head down, and you breathe long and deep. Legs are important to sustain the room, to sustain the pelvic area. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax your torso down, and use your hands to slowly bring your torso up. Bring your right leg in and extend your left out. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, stretch your arms up first. Twist your torso to the left side. And as you exhale, you bow forward to reach your foot or any other part of your leg to relax completely. Relax your head, relax your spine. And there is always one side that is a little bit tighter than the other. If this is your tighter side, just breathe longer, and this helps to relax also the hemispheres of your brain, and we need them later. Take a deep breath in and exhale, relax your torso down. And then with your hands, you walk your hands back into your body and come back with your legs crossed. Hands together, this time touching your navel area, your second chakra, navel area. And just relax deeply inside. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale, open your eyes and hide. Just feel for a moment how your body feels. Just a few exercises to move the prana in the body and to activate our meridians and nadis, because we're going to do a work and we need them to be awakened and active, and we need our brain to be awakened and active. So before we go into the next phase, I need you to take a glass of water, just drink some water, and then come back. So if you needed to get up and go in the kitchen and get some water, please do it. And then come back, right back in, right back here, so we can continue. Early this morning, I sent you a brief piece that I wrote about Isis that still needs some editing, but just to give you an idea of what Isis is and who she is and what she represents. That's a partial writing that I'm doing. It's just something. There is way more to say and way more to add. But something that I wrote this morning distracted my attention and basically hide the full secret of this amazing divine mother, Isis, because everybody is focused and everybody remembers the myth of Isis when they talk about Osiris, her husband. So everybody remembers that her husband Osiris got killed by Seth, his brother, and cut into 14 pieces and scattered these pieces all over the world. And it is said that Isis, desperate and in pain, went all over the world looking for the pieces of her husband, and she was able to find almost all of them, put them all together and give back life to Osiris. But there is something before this event that actually signed the point where Isis gets all her power, when she gets all her power activated. And that's the time when Isis tried to challenge the god Ra. Ra is the sun god in the ancient Egypt, and it seems that he was ruling over Egypt with some toughness. And this wasn't really Isis' liking. So she created like a snake, a poisoning snake that bite Ra and made Ra deadly ill. And Isis, by the bedside of Ra, she's sitting there and she asked Ra, what is really, because Ra had the power over death and life. So Isis says, well, if you're gonna die, nobody will have that knowledge anymore. So I want to know, what is that you use? What is the formula? What is the trick? What is the magic that you use to give the life to creation? And the trick is the true nominate mention, give the sound to the true name of Ra. So Ra is not his true name. There is another name, is a frequency, is a light, is a vibration that you need to vibrate in order to give life. So Ra reveals this secret to Isis, and as Isis vibrates this frequency, this name, this light back into the body of Ra, Ra regain life. And at this point, Isis has the power of death, but over death and life as well, because she knows the secret. And this is what really gives the power to Isis. Isis represents the divine mother that knows the secret, that knows that specific frequency that create a specific vibration that brings back life into bodies that are basically dead. And when we think about a dead body, it can be even a person walking but without life force within herself, because what Isis gave back to Ra is what in the Egyptian word they call Sekhem, okay, which is a life force, which is prana. It's the chi in the Hindu tradition or in the Chinese tradition. Sekhem is the life force that when is the breath in the Bible, is the type, and this breath, this prana, this chi, is not just, it's an electric force that has a very specific frequency and vibration. So Isis repeat the name, activating the Sekhem, the life force, back into the body of Ra. So we have different cultures telling us the same thing, the secret of life, or bringing back life into a body, like waking up from deeply sleeping, power, disconnection from our inner power is just to bring back the life force into the body. In my case, what I think and I felt brought back the life into my body was reconnecting to the goddess, reconnecting to the divine mother, and really accepting the divine mother in whatever form she manifests, accepting her into my life. And that activated a life force, or even just repeating her name activated a life force within myself. There is another way to activate this life force within yourself, and it's an ancient, the Essenes used, Jesus, it is said that he used this technique, Mary Magdalene, and if you believe that Lady Mary wasn't really just a pious woman in the Christian culture, also Lady Mary used this same technique because she was an Essenes as well. And it was a part of healing practices that helped people to awaken the life force within themselves and being able to transform their own energy, to connect their own polarity, sacred masculine and sacred feminine, and to really access the power of creation. So these were rituals that were given to initiates in the Egyptian temples, and some people are basically spreading this teaching under the teaching of Mary Magdalene. So to me, there is a connection between Isis and the history of Mary Magdalene, and there is a deep connection with the goddess Kali in the Hindu tradition, because Kali is not just a crazy mad woman, she's really the holder of the alchemical transformation, Kali. That's how powerful she is. She can transform reality in one snap of a finger. And it's the same for Isis. And Mary Magdalene came out in a historical period where women were already suppressed. So her knowledge couldn't have been passed as it was supposed. So most of her teachings have been suppressed, hidden, deleted, and completely misinterpreted. And so in our reality, in our historical, chronological, we don't know really what happened in the Magdalene, time. But if we look into the Egyptians, into the Essenes, we might be able to retrieve some very important information. So what we're going to do now for the next 30 minutes is this practice of this very powerful, very simple but powerful practice to activate the two polarities, the moon and the sun energy within our body, to activate two important channels where the energy passes through, and we need to have them activated, because these will activate your brain and what was called in the Egyptian, it was called the Ka body. The Ka body is the light body. Okay? So before we go into the practice, I need to explain two things, so you will understand better, because I will do the meditation with you. Based on the Essenes, and on the Egyptian philosophy, we have two main channels. And one channel goes from the perineum area, from this place between your anus and your genital, from the perineum area up to the top of your head. Okay? And this one goes from the back of your spine from the front up to the top of your head. Okay? And it's more like in the front up toward the center of your spine. The other one is more from the perineum area, and it goes from the back of your spine, so it goes slightly back, all the way up, and then it stops right in the center, so it goes right in the center where you have your pineal gland. Okay, so one channel goes from perineum through the center of your body to the top of your head. The other one goes more toward the spine, from the perineum always, up to the center of your brain where there is the pineal gland. This is a very important differentiation, because we're going to work with both channels multiple times. The last part of the meditation, I will mention two figures of snakes. If you don't want to imagine snakes, it's fine. You imagine just two columns of light that interlock themselves at the level of the chakras, of each chakras. And one snake or one line of light is white like the sun, gold like the sun, and the other one is black like the moon. One represents The sun represents the creative energy of the sun. The other one, the moon, so the black one, represents the void, where everything exists and doesn't exist at the same time. So it represents the potential. Okay? And those are very important to both of them, because it's really this energy of the power and potential coming together to activate the power to manifest within yourself. And it helps to clear the path to your Kundalini, to our Kundalini, to fully awake. Coming back to the two channels that I was saying, one was from perineum to the top of your head, and the other one from perineum to the center of your forehead, center of your head. So one channel transports prana. So the channel from the perineum to the top of your head transports prana. Prana is a type of life force. It is not the Kundalini energy though. Okay, so it's just a way of force that when it goes up, it clears the passage for the Kundalini to awake, to unfold. The other channel, so the one that goes from perineum to the center of your head, is more related to the energy of Kundalini. So we're gonna work first on the channel, the prana channel. So we clear the passage first, and then we're gonna work on the more Kundalini-oriented channel, so that the energy that awakes from within yourself and goes to enlighten your mind will really activate, and there is no obstructions. Okay? We're gonna do a brief version of it, and I'm gonna tell you what you can do at home to practice it. Okay? So if you need it, you can move your body 1 second before we go into. Okay. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. To start, it is very important that you start to activate even deeper the area of your womb for women, and your pelvic floor, and your the area of your navel and sex organs for men. You can even put your hands between your second chakra and your third. And now inhale deeply through the nose and bring all the air out, and expand your belly when you inhale. And exhale, bring your belly in as we did at the beginning. Inhale, expand your belly. And exhale, relax your belly in. Keep going a few more times. Inhale, really feel this area expanding. And exhale. Bring your attention to your pelvic floor. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale deeply. Hold your breath in for a couple of seconds. And then exhale. You have to breathe mostly with your lower belly. This helps to build up energy at the base of your spine. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale. Going breathing, and we start. As we inhale, we bring our attention to our womb, our pelvic area. Suspend your breath, and as you exhale, you bring your attention to the first channel, the one that goes from the perineum, passes through the front, and it goes up to the top of your head. As you inhale, you shift your attention toward your womb. Hold your breath for a moment. Shift your attention toward your channel and exhale as you observe your channel all the way up to the top of your head. Keep going. Inhale, bring your attention to your womb. Suspend your breath. And as you exhale, you bring your attention to the channel that goes from the perineum to the top of your head. And keep going. Try to focus perfectly on the inhale and focus the energy in your womb. And in the exhale, you feel the energy running up through the channel to the top of your head. You might be able to feel some sensation. Now, bring back your attention to your womb only. Inhale deeply into your womb. Exhale deeply into your womb. Keep the focus only on your womb and your hips area. Now, as we inhale, as we did before, you bring your attention to your womb area. As you exhale, you bring up the energy from your perineum through the channel that runs back through the spine. But for now, don't go to the center of your brain, just go all the way up to the top of your head. Inhale, bring the focus toward your womb. Hold the breath for a moment. And as you exhale, you bring the energy up through the back, through the spine, all the way up, this time to the top of your head. Exactly as before, but instead to pass through the front, we pass through the back, through the spine. Inhale into the womb. Bring your attention. Feel your prana into your womb, into your hips. And as you exhale, you bring the prana up, all the way up. Visualize it. Every time you exhale, the energy rises up. Inhale. Focus on your womb. Exhale, rise the energy up. Now bring your attention back to your womb. Inhale and exhale into your womb only. And now let's bring the energy, the prana, the light into the brain. Inhale, bring your focus into your womb. As you exhale, you bring the energy kindly up. It's a kind of a cold, white energy that kindly goes up and stops into the brain, right next to the pineal gland, and enlightens your entire brain. It's like you're turning on a bulb inside your brain. Inhale, expand your womb, bring your attention to your womb. As you exhale, you bring the light all the way up through the back channel into the center of your brain. Exhale, bring back your awareness into your womb. Keep going, breathing long and deep. awaken the energy of the sun. Let's awaken the energy of the moon. The energy of the moon is a black snake or a black cord of light, where black is the void where everything exists and ceases to exist, is the potential of everything. And it's a snake that starts from your left side, and from the left side cross over each chakra and go all the way up until it reaches the third eye, and it turns left. And from the left side of the brain, the head of the snake, the head of the cord, is looking down toward the pineal gland. So from the left side, it goes all the way up, interlacing with the chakras. It's like the Hindu tradition, Ida channel, and goes all the way up, and the head is looking down. It's really literally, the head goes all over, right under the skull, and the head is looking down toward the pineal gland. We're gonna do it with one cord, one snake. And as you inhale, you bring your attention to your womb. As you exhale, you imagine this line of energy from your left side going all the way up, interlacing the chakras one by one. And then at the level of your third eye, sixth chakra, it turns to the left side around your left hemispheres, and then it turns down, looking into the pineal gland. Let's keep going, having this visualization. Inhale, bring your attention to the womb. And as you exhale, you rise up this energy that even more clears the path to the pranic energy, to the life force, to fully awaken. Just fully activate your brain. Let's rise the other side, the sun serpent, which goes from the right side, interlace with all the chakras, and at the level of your sixth chakra, goes all the way to the right, around your right hemispheres, and the head is looking down as well on the other side, toward the pineal gland. Inhale, rise the other serpent or the other cord all the way up from the right side to the top, to the right hemispheres, and the head is looking down toward the pineal gland. As you inhale, you bring your breath into the womb, and as you exhale, you rise the energy from the right side, one side at a time. As you inhale, you bring your attention again to the womb. Expand the womb as much as you can so that the energy that you are calling in from the universe, from the Divine Mother, is even more powerful and more filling. And from this energy that you have created in the womb, then as you exhale, you imagine this energy going through the right to the left and rising up, interlacing the chakras all the way up, the black and the golden energy intertwining until they reach the sixth chakra at the center of the forehead, and the two head go all around your hemispheres and they look down toward the pineal gland. Inhale into your womb and exhale, rise up this golden and black energy which are part of the same existence. Make sure that you can visualize really these two heads of these two sides really wrapping around your hemispheres, and then the head is looking down toward the pineal gland, very close to it. And it is for the next and final part. And the next and final part, we have activated the two channels, the serpent's channel, the golden and black energy, the sun and the void. Now let's even activate more the brain and the channel of the Kundalini that connects your womb to your brain. And especially for women, but for men it works the same. Our creative area, which is our sexual area, is deeply connected to our brain. The more we feel guilty about our creative energy, our sexual energy, the more we block our power of manifestation. There is a direct connection between your perineum, the sex area, to our brain, to our pineal gland, which is the power of vision, intuition, and manifestation. So now inhale, bring the breath into your womb, pelvic area. And as you exhale, you bring the energy all the way up, straight into your brain, into your pineal gland. Not into your brain, but into your pineal gland. And this time you lighten up your pineal gland fully and completely, activating, because the two snakes are looking into it, into the pineal gland. So your pineal gland will activate even further these two snakes that brings like a cycle the energy down automatically, the cosmic energy down into your womb. Inhale, expand your womb. Exhale, shoot the energy up through the main channel, the central channel, into your pineal gland, which enlightens, and through the two serpents to the side, it channels the energy down along the spine, creating a circuit within yourself. And again, inhale, bring the energy, focus on the womb, suspend your breath for a moment. As you exhale, shoot the energy all the way up to your pineal gland. See, visualize this light completely turn on, bright and gold, enlighten the two serpents that brings the energy down. And keep going these circuits for at least 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now please inhale. Bring the energy up, both of them. Both of your arms stretch up, bend side to side. Exhale. For a moment, just bow forward. Bring your forehead to the earth, into baby pose. This will help you to release excessive energy so you don't get a headache. Just breathe long and deep for a moment. Ask the earth to receive your excessive energy. The earth knows always what to do with it. And take a deep breath in. Bring your torso back up. And sit for a moment with the spine straight. Breathe normally, but this time just focus on your heart. Just relax your spine, relax your chest, and allow your heart to fully relax and open. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Take your hands on the floor. Touch Mother Earth this time. Take a deep breath in and run your hands all the way up over your head, like this, like you're showering. Behind your head, use shoulders, and then shake from your kidneys out. And then again, hands on the floor, all the way up. Shower your head and out. One more time. Out. And take a deep breath in and exhale. Just warm up your hands. Put your hands on your face. Relax yourself. On your shoulders. on your knees. And to Mother Earth. And inhale. And exhale. Bring in, bring the energy, seal the energy